We were only 19 years old. She put lipstick on every one of them, and she perfumed them. Every time we'd have mail call, they'd say, "I smell Hamby's letters." I think I got more than any letters than anybody ever did, but she never missed. I wouldn't know which one to read. They're all clean. There's nothing in there. When I went overseas, she went and lived at her mother's house for a while. Did I tell you the story about we were together for a month, dating, because I had nothing to do and she quit her job. We didn't live together, but I'd stay at her mother's house till like 2 o'clock in the morning. Her mother would always come out and say, "Don't you think it's time Shannon went home?" So we'd just move outside and sit on the porch. This is Saturday night, November 1961. This might have something in it. We just got married. My dearest husband, darling, I would give anything to be with you. You know that, though. If this reaches you by Christmas, just excuse the card. I probably should send it by itself, but I wanted to send some kind of card with him. Darling, remember, I love you and miss you very much. All my love. P.S. I love you. We dated, and then I had to go back because I was in a group that was leaving, and I could call her. She couldn't call me, but I went to the phone booth and I called her, and we were talking. I'd call her every night, and she said, "What would you do if I came out there?" I said, "I'd marry you," and she came. And then we lived in Oceanside for, I think we were only together 9 days, and then I had to leave. She stayed in a motel while we were living in Oceanside, or she was living in Oceanside. I couldn't because I was in a staging group to go aboard a ship. So I would go into town. We got off at 4:30 in the afternoon, but I'd have to catch the 3 o'clock in the morning bus to get back to make roll call. So in the evening, usually some of my friends would bring me to town, the ones that had a car. So she was the first motel that we stayed at. I went there in the afternoon after work, and she wasn't there. And I said, "Where's my wife?" He said, "We moved her down the street." I said, "What?" He thought she was a hooker because this carload of Marines come in every night to bring me home. We would be at home in California, and we bought a trailer house. That's where we lived. We'd be at home, and I had two real good friends that they still lived on base, but they'd come into town and they'd get drunk, and then they'd come to our house, and I would go to bed. And your grandmother would say, "Don't leave me with them." I said, "I don't care." So they'd stay there and talk to her a couple hours, and then they'd leave.
They thought she was a hooker.
Was she
Yeah.
always so friendly to everyone?
Believe me, yes.
She was so nice.
Scary friendly. She was. Yeah, she would pick people up. Anybody that was walking. And she doesn't remember. Her mother would remember it. I was riding with her. I don't know why I was off work that day. And we picked up the kids, and we're driving down Fuquay, and there's a lady walking the sidewalk, and all the kids in the back seat said, "No, no, no. Do not pick her up."
She picked up so many people.
And I met one of my friends. I'd just slightly known him. This was just a year or so ago. The guy that drives me to church, we went over to this other man's house who's his friend, and he says, "Linda Hamby, yeah, she picked me up one day." I was walking down the street, and she said, "You need a ride?"
That's how many people she would pick up.
And that-
Why do you think she was like that?
she was that way about everything. She anything happened in the neighborhood, she was the first one over there to help people. The airport story. This was the last trip we made before she died. She was in a wheelchair, and we were in
California.
John Wayne Airport, Costa Mesa, I think it is. And I had gone to get a magazine or something in the little store, and I come back and she's sitting there, this little old lady in a wheelchair, and she says, "We're going to take this guy home with us." I said, "Okay." and so I called Jerry and I said, "Jerry was going to pick us up here." I said, "We're going to have somebody with us." She said, "Okay."
Who was it?
It was a guy that had, his ticket got changed and he didn't have any money,
Oh,
and he could make it to Houston, but he couldn't go any farther. So of course she said, "Okay, well you'll stay with us." And it was an elderly black guy, and when we finally got to Houston, he starts walking off. He's so scared to death of us. He didn't, this doesn't make any sense. They're going to take me home with them.
so then he didn't come home? Did he go with you?
No.
That's hilarious.
But that's just one of many stories. She was always mistaking people. She knew it. She'd see somebody and she'd think it was somebody else. But she was. I used it against her a lot. If it was somebody I didn't like, I'd say, "That's not them." We were at a record convention, and we were downstairs for breakfast in one of the delis at the MGM, and we were sitting here, and one of the artists came and sat over here, facing us, and she said, his name was Larry Gatlin. She said, "I'm going to go over and talk to him," and I said, "That is not who you think."
She's like, "Yes, it is."
No, she didn't. She said, "I know it is. I know that's him." And we got up and left. After we got out there, I said, "That was Larry Gatlin." She said, "I knew it was." That was before we got married. She could talk to anybody one-on-one, but she absolutely refused to talk to a crowd or a group. She wouldn't do it. That was taken right over there in that window.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
This is when?
That's more that same time before we got married.
Wow, look at her tiny waist.
She weighed 90-something pounds when we got married. That was the church picture at St. Francis Cabrini. They took family pictures. Yeah, that's Jerry. That's Nathan, Mary, and Cindy. I think that's my little sister.
That kind of looks like mom. I can kind of see mom here.
We had just moved back to Houston from San Antonio. I had a management job. I was working long hours, and she had 4 little kids. She got pneumonia, her mother got pneumonia, and Nathan got pneumonia. They were all sick at the same time. And it was a good time. I was with Capitol, and we had a lot of parties at our house back then. This picture was at this house. I've been here 54 years. We see how small she was. She looked like one of the kids.
She did. She passed that on to me.
This is Brooke, and we were at Clear Lake.
Oh, I love that picture of Brooke.
This was my mother. This was Brooke and Garrett.
Wow. So here's your 75th birthday.
That's what she looked like when we picked up our guy
That was the trip.
at the airport. She weighed 70 pounds.
Me and Allie both dyed our hair.
These were all breast cancer shirts. Somebody did the walk.
We all did.
Susan B. Coleman. That was when Shane turned 21. She bought a beer.
Oh,
This was,
at San Miguel.
it was when they lived in San Miguel and Friendswood. That was, I don't know, that, I
That's
don't,
Ivy Stone.
yeah, that's Ivy Stone. This was at the Reagan Library.
Oh yeah, we were in California there.
It was pretty neat. Pretty neat. That chocolate chip place right there.
Oh, I thought we went to the movie.
I don't think we went to the movie.
We went to the movie before and
Yeah,
saw.
we did.
What did we see? Beetlejuice.
Yeah. It was a wonderful movie. This one was when I was overseas. I don't want to read that one.
Oh, just one sentence from it.
It says, "Dearest Linda, hi honey, how are you?" It's very romantic. We went out Thursday, and you might know it rained like hell all day. I have a cold now. We only fired 3 rounds all day long, and yesterday morning we shot about 48 rounds. We came in at 12:30 yesterday. It has stopped raining, and it is pretty warm. You could wear a short sleeve shirt easily. It snowed quite a bit up on the mountain. We were at Mount Fuji in Japan.
Wow.
Thursday night. Yesterday was payday.
She's like, I know.
She's got all my money. I think we only have one more, I guess, firing left, and we have to go back for the States. I'm almost broke again as usual. I bought a sweater for $5. Have to get my dress shoes out of the cobbler shop. That was $3.50.
Oh my gosh.
Laundry cost me $4.50. Money sure goes fast.
Some things never change.
I guess by the time you get this, you will already have decided what to do about the operation. I think it would be best to go to the hospital first. She was getting her tonsils out.
Oh, that's scary.
They just played the Ya Ya song. That was one of our favorites when we were dating. It brings back bad memories. It seems like I'm awfully short now. Short means you're getting ready to leave. Short time. I don't even like to count the days because it seems like each day just drags on and they get longer and longer. I guess I spoke too soon and it's starting to rain again. Well, take it easy, baby. I guess I will close for now. Be sweet. All my love. This is the best envelopes I had.
So how long had it been since you saw her? Like, how long were you away?
I was gone for 13 months. Yeah, and we didn't have phones then. We only had letters.
It's a long time.
Yeah, it is.
All
Do you
right.
remember when you saw her after those 13 months? What was that like?
Strange. It was kind of awkward. You're having to readjust, back to, well, first of all, I'm coming back to the United States, and then secondly, I'm coming back to a marriage, and you just have to readjust because you have to get to know each other again. And but we lived in California alone for that year. We lived a year before I got out, and it was one of the very best years of our life. We had no money. We lived in a trailer, but it was an absolutely
It's a
wonderful
nice
time.
trailer overlooking Oceanside.
It was?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
We couldn't afford it now.
No. I saw this trailer for sale for $300. We bought it for $300, lived in it for a year, and sold it for $300. And it was very nice. It really was. It was all solid mahogany inside. It was.
But the trailer park was even nice.
The
Like
yeah.
it was just.
It wasn't like Houston. It's a very nice trailer parks there. And of course, she knew everyone in the park, absolutely everyone in the park.
Crazy.
In 1 year, she's had lifetime friends that would call her and write her for the rest of her life. Merry Christmas.
2025. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
All right. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Enjoy the cooking show.
Okay.